Hello everyone, this video is to review the group oral presentations. This assignment is to help guide students on things to think about and how to present their group oral presentation. Part one is that the assigned groups must decide what their disorder will be. Please be mindful that you are to provide a disorder that will not be covered in this course. Again, look through the syllabus, see all the different disorders that we will be covering for the course, and make sure that you do not duplicate. Similarly, groups will not be able to duplicate other disorders. So each group will be presenting on a different disorder. All members of the group must participate in the presentation and must submit a PowerPoint presentation. However, in Blackboard, you will not be uploading the actual PowerPoint presentation. You will be uploading a link to the PowerPoint presentation. The reason why this is important is that that link will be used for discussion board posts. There are technical glitches that can occur with Blackboard when you're trying to upload a PowerPoint presentation with with voiceover. If you notice in PowerPoint at the very top, you will have a dictation option. This will allow you to record your voice while you're giving a PowerPoint presentation. That is one way to do it. There are plenty of other methods that you can consider, but usually groups find it best just to use PowerPoint presentation and use the dictate feature. This way, each student can then put a voiceover on each individual slide. I need to make sure that each group member is presenting in the oral presentation. And I need to make sure that all group members are listed on the introduction slide. Each presentation needs to be 30 minutes long. Please do not go over the time frame. Please do not be significantly under this time limit. It is very important that students adhere to this. Points will be deducted if that is not done. Again, you will find a place to store your PowerPoint presentation, which will give you a shareable link. There are many options for this. Google Drive is one option where you can upload a PowerPoint and then create a shareable link. Dropbox is another, and there are many other options. So once the PowerPoint is completed and the voiceover is on it, with video, with audio. There are some groups that will include video, and that's perfectly fine if you know software that can do that. But right for this particular group presentation, I must be able to hear every individual members have a section of this presentation and present it in order for each member in the group to get credit for the group oral presentation. Your grades will be based on group's ability to organize your thoughts, reflect, and reflection, as well as present content. You will be expected to present your ideas and questions in a very clear and concise manner, as your presentation skills are to be enhanced with this particular assignment, as well as your group skills. Again, you are expected to select a case from your field placement. Please, one person select a case that the group can agree on. Using the case assessment guide, present your selected client, okay? You will not be using the full case assessment guide. Use the key elements of the guide that speaks to the clinical relevant data that you want to present for this presentation, and that clinically relevant data should support and justify the disorder that you're going to present upon. As a part of this presentation, select a practice approach and present your intervention utilizing the practice approach. Members of the group will present the approach and how they applied it with their clients, with a particular client, by providing sample dialogues to illustrate how you have applied the approach. Again, this assignment is due March 25th. Each group member must send me their topic so that I can make sure that groups are not duplicating the same clinical disorder. Also, make sure that when you identify a clinical disorder, that it's actually a disorder that's in the DSM-5, a specific disorder which has symptoms, and a criteria. So again, make sure that disorder that you send is not covered in the syllabus, because we will be teaching each other with this presentation. Oral presentation, again, 30 minutes, PowerPoint with voiceover seems to work very well with students. I strongly recommend you use that. Choose a disorder not covered in the class. Describe and make sure you send me that disorder so I can approve it. Describe the disorder, including symptomology, prevalence, and your point of diagnosis. Discuss the historical treatment interventions to the disorder. Again, a lot of this is similar to what you did in the case study write-up. Provide information on contemporary responses and evidence. Discuss the implications for special populations. Provide an outline for your presentation. Some students do this on the second PowerPoint slide. An independent log is not required, but I need to make sure I know the group members are listed on the introductory slide, and each member must present a portion. That's how we hold each member of the group accountable for a portion of the PowerPoint presentation. An annotated bibliography is too much for this in 30 minutes, but you can provide a bibliography and/or reference section. 10 references, 5 of which must be from peer-reviewed journals. And also make sure that your PowerPoint is creative and engaging. Again, please make sure your PowerPoint for your group presentation is creative and engaging. Again, as always, this presentation is due March 25th. It's important that students meet and start getting prepared for this. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop into VO and ask questions and prepare yourself in advance. I cannot stress strongly enough that it's important that you get started and start working with your group members immediately with this project. And if there's any problems getting in contact with the group member, I need to know as soon as possible so that I can help find out what's going on. Thanks for your time. Have a good day.